Just kidding. We're putting on. Should we put on Harry Mack on? Dude, we're putting on this.
Intentionally and unintentionally, Johannes. But the truth of it is that after these fires in Los Angeles, our hearts are broken. LA is our home. Yeah, I'll learn changeable own.
Yes, wow, thanks you so much.
And I'm gonna learn.
This podcast is great, y'all. Don't worry. That's John Goblicon. He's the lead singer of a metal band. And this is his podcast. He's comedic genius. And we got Harry Mack on here, bro. The fucking legend Harry Mack. If y'all don't know Harry Mack, that's just crazy. Harry Mack freestyles. He's the best. Making fool. All right. BRB.
Heard all about you.
Yes.
Because I looked you up on Chat GPT.
Oh, good. Yes. Yes.
I had the robot do the work.
Good.
And now I'm here, ready to learn all about you. And just so you know, that's my producer, Johannes.
Johannes, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I apologize in advance for Johannes. Okay?
All is forgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and we haven't started recording yet, and we may never record.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
So I'll tell you, once we kind of feel it out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, people come on the podcast.
Yeah.
I can tell they're a little nervous and stuff. They never been in, like, a scenario with a...
Actual goblin.
Oh, I was going to say with a superstar.
Oh, right. That too.
Yeah, with a superstar podcaster, so they're the presence of greatness. So sometimes it's like a little weird.
It's intimidating.
Yeah,
Like, I won't lie. I'm a little nervous.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring you on, Harry,
Yes.
because I feel like I'm from the metal world. Okay?
Right.
And it's like way over here.
Yes.
And then like a lot of times, like the hip hop world is like way over here.
Sure.
And
Yes.
like, granted, Fred Durst, bridged that gap. But I feel like I want to bridge that gap
Yeah.
in the podcast world.
Let's go.
So I'm ready to like bring our worlds together. And
Yes.
this is what it's like when worlds collide.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is how it feels. I'm here for it.
This is how it feels.
Yes.
Well, right now, I have with me YouTuber, freestyle, rapper, podcaster, Harry Mack, everybody. Give him a round of applause.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Harry
Thank
Mack
you.
in the building.
Oh, man. So happy to be here with you,
Yeah,
man.
Harry Mack.
Yes.
You got a brother named Big?
Big. Yes, I do.
You got a brother named Big?
Yeah.
Where'd you get the name? Harry Mack. Because
Yeah.
a lot of you don't have like little in front of your name or
No.
anything, or
No, you know what? It's essentially my real name,
Oh.
Harry Mack. So actually, I have my parents to credit for that. Yeah.
so you didn't go with like a rap name. And what brought that decision?
Well, so the thing is, I went through so many rap names, and they were all just really terrible.
Name them. Name some of the bad ones.
Yeah. So my first rap name was MC Wonder, and
Okay.
I spelled it WUNDUR. Wonder. Yeah, I had it embroidered on a hat. You
Because
could go to the mall and get a hat embroidered.
Was that kind of like a play on Wonder Bread? Because you were like a white bread rapper?
Not actually,
You
but
you
in
should've.
hindsight, yeah, I wish I could take credit for that, but it wasn't that deep. I don't know how it came to me, to be honest. I was 11 years old when I first started.
It's okay. I've heard stories where like people just like typed in something and they're like, that's how he got Childish Gambino or something. It's like,
Right.
people don't really put a lot of thought into it. I thought that's interesting because our band name is called Necrogoblicon.
Yes.
So clearly we've put in zero thought into our name as well. And I wonder if that's like a common theme where it's not really about the name.
Right.
It's about what you do with the name.
Yes, it's what you do with the name. And then the name becomes something once you've done something great, But
That's
I just
right.
got so tired of having these names that none of them stuck. So at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I'll just be who I am. I'm Harry Mack now.
You're Harry Mack.
Yeah, exactly.
And walk me through this because
Yeah.
you're known as a freestyle rapper.
Yes. Yes.
For those goblins out there that are just listening to shredding all day and they're like, what's freestyle rapping? How would Harry describe what is freestyle rapping?
Sure. Yeah. Well, it's a little complicated because the word freestyle has
Okay,
actually...
then forget it. We want to keep it real easy for these people on the internet. They don't get nuance. You know, it's got to be straight and narrow down the center.
I got you. I make it all up off the top of the head. That's all it means. I make it all up. Freestyle rapper. Yeah. Nothing written, pre-planned, pre-memorized.
Wait a minute. I just had Matt Walsh on not too long ago.
Okay.
He created the USB.
Okay.
You know, the thing that goes in your computer. It's like a big improv. What's that, Johannes?
UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade.
Oh, similar.
Okay. Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
And so he does a lot of what's called improv.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is just making stuff up. But that's what you said is called freestyling.
Yeah. Yeah. I use the word freestyling to mean improvising. Yeah. Making up a rap off the top of the dome, so to speak.
Do you know Wayne Brady?
Yes.
Because that's kind of like what he does.
It's exactly like what he does. Yeah. Wayne Brady is amazing.
I agree, Harry.
He's incredible.
Wow.
Yes.
I feel like when you came in here, I thought we were going to be worlds apart.
Right.
But I'm already realizing we're kind of like the same.
Oh, yeah.
You and I.
Well, definitely.
So you just come up with things off your head.
That's right.
Off the dome.
Off the dome. Yes.
Off the dome.
That's right. That's
Yep,
right.
I had that written down. It said off the dome.
Oh, good. You've done your research.
And I said, are you the Wayne Brady of freestyling? Already covered that. He is. Okay.
Well, no, nobody can be the Wayne Brady of anything. Wayne Brady is one of one. Shout out to Wayne. He's incredible.
Hand to gob, I fully agree. Okay? Right? So here's the thing.
Yes.
I'm so curious about this.
Okay.
Because it seems like sometimes
Yeah.
when I bring on a really good comedian,
Right.
okay, and we're vibing,
Yeah.
we're doing some really funny stuff.
Sure.
There's always a bunch of trolls on the internet that goes, oh, they wrote that funny stuff. But we didn't. I can tell you that I literally can't pay even my producer. We don't have enough to hire a writer.
Right.
So do you get that a lot? Do people, because you're very good at the freestyling.
Oh, thank you very much.
I haven't seen it. I'm just saying what it says on the page.
Good.
But I will see it.
Yes.
I will see it today, hopefully.
yes.
I might even see it right now. Actually, we'll wait a little bit.
Well, okay.
That's,
Wow. Oh my
that's
God.
called a tease.
My
That's
heart
called a
skipped
tease.
a beat. Wow. That was intense.
But I feel like people, when they see you,
Yes.
you're getting millions of views on your things, and you're out on the street,
Yes,
carrying
yes.
around your little speaker.
That's right. Yes.
They're probably like, this guy wrote it.
Right.
You get that a lot?
Oh yeah, totally, man. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the curse of being, a good freestyle rapper is people will always accuse you. Oh, he wrote that ahead of time. Oh, he planned it out. All these people that are supposedly throwing him random words are actually just plants. He hired these people. It's all prearranged. It just kind of comes with the territory. It's the best compliment you can receive, really.
I just like people on the internet assume that everyone making content has way more free time and money than we actually do. Like, think of how much work it is to get good at a craft.
Right.
To them, it must take it must be an easier route for you to go on Craigslist, hire a bunch of random people with an ad that says like, need you to show up to Venice Beach and give me 3 words and then tell me I'm a good freestyle rapper on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Sign a release, go down to Venice, right?
Yeah.
Listen to your thing, be like, and then be so good at acting that when they blow their mind, it's like, guys, or
It's crazy.
Or, hear me out. This dude has been doing this his whole life, and maybe he's just gifted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, maybe I'm just the best comedian that's ever had a podcast. It's like,
well, you are.
It's just like, maybe that's a thing.
I think it is a thing. It's definitely a thing. And I think the other thing that's so insane is the skill that would be required to compose and memorize that many bars and lyrics, because I mean, I have just like years worth of content on the internet and I'm constantly posting new stuff. It would be so much more impressive in a weird way if I was actually able to write and memorize that much material.
I like that. Think the troll is so troll. And by the way, just so you know, long-standing beef, you want to talk about hip-hop beefs?
Right.
Oh, goblins and trolls.
Right.
They're like the original West Side, East Side beef.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
feel
I mean?
that. Oh, yeah.
And I don't have to tell you which one's the trolls.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because I wouldn't know, because I don't know what that means. So, but Harry,
Yes.
I feel like people on the internet
Yeah.
think that they're giving or think that they're trolling you.
Yes.
Think that they're tearing you down.
Right.
But they're kind of giving you like the best compliment there ever was.
Yes. Yes. I mean, the goal of a freestyle, in my opinion, is to not sound good for a freestyle, as in like, oh, it was good considering he improvised that, but to
Right.
sound good just compared to, you know, the canon of hip hop. So my goal is for it to sound like I took the time to write it when in fact I'm improvising it live. So if somebody says, oh, there's no way he improvised that, I do receive that as a compliment.
Well, I feel like there's an old saying, which
Yeah.
someone was yapping about it. I don't know, maybe it was Pete Holmes or somebody.
Yeah.
That, oh no, someone with improv. Speaking
Yeah.
of improv,
Yeah.
they say, don't bring a gun on stage and don't shoot it. Because the whole time everyone will be staring at the gun going, when's he gonna shoot it?
Yes.
So I brought a gun, so to speak. I know you're not really into that kind of hip hop, but I brought a gun who's one of the world's best freestyle rappers. I feel like we just got to go ahead and shoot it just so we can experience it.
Yes.
And then we can talk about it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's
So
do it.
Johannes had prepared some beats. Johannes, did you make these beats?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
Do they have beats in Sweden?
With the headphones? Yeah. We do.
Oh, okay. Great. All right. All right, so
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
this is Harry Mack, ladies and gentlemen. This is a freestyle rap. My name's John Goblicon, and I approve this message that this was completely made up.
Yeah, right from the soul. This was made up live, don't listen to the trolls. I kick lyrics for stress relief. Goblins versus trolls, that's a classic beef. Like the West versus the East, so who's gonna win? You know I'm on here representing for the goblins. Yeah, I break it down old school, it's medieval. I'm rocking with the goblin, so shouts out to Smeagol. Ain't no rapper on the planet who could test this. When I get the mic, I be saying, my precious. Shouts to all the fans supporting the king. The master of the cipher, I'm the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, every time I spit, I'm rocking it tough. Yeah, bring the food for thought that they gobbling up. I got a meeting off the plate, too great when I create. I'm about to crush the game, no debate. I spit it honest and authentic, never no bull. I melt a rapper's flesh, I'm revealing his skull. Yeah, I break it down for y'all, I never been no fake lord. Damn, Goblicon got his face on the skateboard deck. I be catching wreck, living out my lifestyle. He said, when you gonna rhyme? I said, right now. I'ma get it poppin', y'all know the deal. I'm never faking when creating, dog, I'm always for real. Yo, I'm locked in. I do this here more than often. The first time I've been rocking with a goblin. And when I spit, I gotta say you truly fly. Look at this dude, this guy be in the suit and tie. Well, I don't see the sports coat, so it's kinda casual. But when it comes to freestyles, all of mine are factual. And y'all know my freestyles might enrich you. By the way, this wall's incredible, yo. Who done drew these pictures? I'ma break it down when I'm deep in the zone. I'm shining like chrome, get busy on the microphone. This style that I'm using, yo, is truly my own. I'm a king, so he said, yo, take a seat in the throne. And I'm here now, representing, lyrically inventing. It can't be computed. Homie, let's do this. Deep like Confucius, I meditate like a Buddhist. You can't bring a gun on stage and not shoot it. So we gon' have to shoot. I shot my lyrics truly hot. Hey, I go from freestyles to the movie spots and all in between. Always it's clean. Every time he's rhyming, man, y'all know that it's serene. I break it down every time I speak to you. Lyrics, I'm a freak for you. When I rock, I shock like Pikachu. Y'all ain't really that fire with your bar stanzas. Y'all just kinda fire. Y'all like a Charmander. I'm fully evolved with all the magic. Mad hit points, I'm holographic. H-Mac is rare and I got it going on. Bars, you gotta catch them all like Pokemon. I'm still going cause you know that I'm a passionate man. I thought that your nails would be slashing my hand. I was worried, dog. The reason the Dawn was scared cause he thought he'd have to bleed from the palm. Well, I'm bleeding over beats and it's flowing through my veins. Get you open, I'm insane. I be healing all your pain. Other rappers quaint, fill the canvas with the paint. My objective here today was just to make the goblin faint. Yeah, y'all know it's straight to heaven where I send them. I'm rolling with the goblins, I'm rolling with the gremlin. Every time he spits, yo, it's always with the flair. I got Goblicon straight up falling out the chair. Let's go.
Okay, cut the music, Johannes. Johannes, let's record. Let's record. Okay, I think he's ready. I think he's ready.
Yeah, that was a good warm-up.
Good gob. Okay? I have a lot of thoughts.
Okay.
I have so many thoughts.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So there's a couple things.
Yeah.
Something I don't personally enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm a goblin. A lot of people assume a lot of things about me.
Of course.
One of them is that friggin' hilarious.
Yes.
So when I go on podcasts,
Yeah.
a lot of times I'm there, they're just like, oh, you're a goblin. You know, be a goblin, be funny. And
Right.
I hate that pressure.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Can't imagine.
It's like literally, I feel like it's like that little monkey. They're like, oh, dance.
Right. Yes.
Do a
yes.
dance.
Yes. Oh.
And I feel like that's when I always fall on my face.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt bad. You know, I was like, I know he just got here. You know what I mean? He literally walked through the Walking Dead outside. You know, he got here safely.
Yes.
He got upstairs.
Yes.
And right off the bat, I was like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. He ain't warmed up. I'm going to make him freestyle rap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what happened was a religious experience.
Oh, thank you. For me as well.
I feel like I don't even know where to go from here other than you can take the throne with you. It's yours now.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure
honored.
this show is yours and I'm yours. And
Wow.
I think we're going to be together forever.
Yes.
And
Yes. It's
I
beautiful.
mean, good luck, Johannes. You know, what are you going to do, pal? Imagine following that. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll
not
keep
trying
him
to
on.
follow that.
We'll keep the staff will be the same.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, next week there's going to be some comedian who's like, yeah, I got a podcast. You're like, all right. Try naming everything in the room and then having it rhyme together. Because right now, that's what freaking happened.
Oh man.
So now I want you
Yes.
dive back in
Yep.
to what just happened,
Yeah.
assess,
Yep.
you know, and I want to learn about it.
Yeah.
I want to learn what was happening in that hairy mind of yours,
Yes.
the Mac mind.
Yes.
Hashtag Mac mind.
Yes.
I wanna
Hashtag
know.
MacMine.
Because here you are. I've seen some of your TikToks,
Okay.
and you like ask for words and stuff. But
Yes.
this time you didn't ask for a word.
Right.
You just kind of were going. So
Yeah.
what when you're freestyling
Yes.
is happening to your body physiologically? Like what is going on? Are you just trying to zen out? And at what time
Yeah.
do you give your soul to the dark side and let that take over
Yeah.
and let that speak through you? Because I can only assume
Yeah.
that's what was happening.
Yeah. You have to turn your soul over to the dark side almost immediately.
Okay, that's what I thought.
In-
That's
in
what I
order-
did. Yep,
well, yeah,
check.
in order to acquire any skill set of any kind, in
Yes.
any medium, that's usually the first thing that happens is the exchange of the soul with the devil.
Yes.
And then, yeah, so that happened years ago.
Okay.
But that was kind of just a one-time thing. So now, it's really just about this flow state thing, you know? So when
Which, by the way,
yeah,
you should start a podcast and call it that.
you know what? I think I will.
I think you should.
I
just
think I
that's
will.
That's like a catchy kind of name. You know, I can kind of like one of those things I can see in a billboard.
Yeah,
Flow
well,
state.
first, for anybody watching, just Google Harry Mack flow state to make sure it doesn't already exist.
Yeah.
And
Well,
if it doesn't,
let's add up. Buy that domain, okay? Okay. Go to your daddy.com. Okay. So
but yeah, it's a flow thing. So it's like getting in the zone, you know. Freestyling is something that I've been practicing for more than 20 years, and so over time, I've built my skill set up to the point where I'm able to sort of always be looking just slightly ahead of where my mouth is rapping. So
Yes.
whatever's coming out of my mouth, I'm already, as soon as it's kind of locked in and I basically understand how it's going to be constructed, I kind of just almost lock that in, if that makes sense. And then I
Yes.
can almost kind of push it to the side and compartmentalize it a little bit, even though my mouth is still vocalizing it. And that buys me just enough time to look over and decide that I want to reference right now. And then I start kind of thinking what rhymes with right now so I can set that up. So I would think lights out. Every time I spit, it's lights out. When we're going to rhyme, we're going to do it right now. And before I actually say right now, I'm already looking to the skateboard. I'm seeing that in my periphery. So it's this kind of like, here's where my mouth is and here's where the rap is. And then here's where I'm looking. And it's just slightly ahead of what I'm saying. So I never, I never have to drop the ball, hopefully.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was thinking about what I was going to say. I was thinking about what I was going to say next.
Yeah.
I was thinking chair, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll say bear. You know, it's like that's kind of.
So you're getting it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the rhyming.
Yes.
Let's use that as an example, okay?
Sure.
Because again, got to keep it very simple out there on the interwebs.
Of course. Yes.
Let's say do you first go chair, or do you know you want to go bear, and so you're finding which component comes first?
That's a great question.
Is it?
Yes.
I got one.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
Thanks, everybody. Round of applause
Yeah.
for your host, John Goblicon.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So which one are you searching for, Harry?
I'm first searching for the target word, or so like right now, for example, is a target word, or goblin, or when I said suit and the tie. So I'm seeing the reference first,
Okay.
and then I'm working backwards to find what rhymes with it. And usually I say the rhyming word first, and then lead into the so-called target word. So it's this kind of like quickly working backwards, if that makes sense. Like when I see skull, I don't just say skull. You could, so that would be like, hey, yo, I show a rapper skull, because when I rhyme, I got pole and I bring it from the soul. That's one option, which is just kind of this linear forward moving way. But the way that I usually do it is I see skull, I save it, and then I think of something that rhymes with it like soul, and I say that first. So every time I spit, I deliver from the soul. I do it from the dome. These livers come out my skull. And I continue sort of daisy chaining the couplets, the rhyming couplets as they're called, together in that fashion, if that makes sense.
I can't even remember where I put my car keys. You know what I mean? And you're like one step ahead.
Yeah.
Let's go back to baby Mac.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Young kid Mac.
Yes.
Trouble concentrating in school? They're like teaching a lesson. You're like, I already solved tomorrow's lesson. Just so you know, I did it.
Yeah, sort of.
Was that a problem? Because when I was a little gob,
Yeah.
I mean, besides being, ridiculed every day and bullied,
Sure.
I found like I wanted to be, I don't know what they call it, the class gob. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
everyone's like, entertaining people and I got in trouble a lot. They were always
Yeah.
like, John, you won't stop talking,
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, right now. And they were like, what does that even mean? And I kept saying like, you will in 25 years,
Yeah. Oh, so you were planning ahead. You were
Yeah,
planning
yeah.
ahead.
I was like, it's going to be a podcast. And they're like, what the heck's a podcast? I'm like, oh, you'll see.
Yeah.
I'll have a producer named Joe Hoddes. And they're like, what's a producer and what's a Joe Hoddes? But I just like,
Yes.
I've always been like 25 to 30 years ahead.
That's impressive. That's more impressive than just being like half a bar ahead.
That's right.
So actually, you're kind of the masterful freestyler.
Well, I mean, game recognizes game.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that is my name. You know what I mean? And I think I'm going insane. Okay. All right. I'm getting it.
Yeah,
So,
you got it.
when you were a kid,
Yeah.
issue, or was it like a superpower?
It was kind of like a superpower, I think. Like I've always had a very active mind. So like I didn't like reading, hated reading as a kid.
Same.
Yeah.
Same even now. Just like, wrote me up a bunch of notes on you. I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's better to just wing it.
Yeah.
And similarly, it was hard for me to sit there and write. I was always procrastinating, putting everything off till the last minute. But at the same time, I wasn't really. I was a good student. I was a good student somehow, some way. I for some reason felt like it was important for me to do well in school when I was a kid. So I wasn't really like the class gob, so to speak. I got in trouble a lot for talking to my neighbors, but I wasn't really wilding out in the classroom or getting bad grades, really.
What about English? Because
Yeah.
I feel like your vocabulary
Yeah.
is, I mean, it's like all theirs combined times 10, But
Thank you.
It's, so that must have been something you were interested in?
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed the subject. I've always loved words, and I've always loved playing with words. So anytime it was like a poetry segment in school or anything like that, I'd get really into it. I've always been really drawn to it. So yeah, there's something there for sure. But I do think my vocabulary is overhyped. Because there's lots of words that I don't actually know the meaning of. And if you watch some of my videos, somebody will give me a word that most people know, and I'll be like, oh, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. And then in the comments, they'll be like, how can this guy be such a good freestyler, but he doesn't know what eradicate means? That one, I do know what it means. But, whatever, some word that I don't know the meaning of. So I think actually my skill is less that I have this like massive vocabulary, and more so that I've just trained to be a master of the words that I do know, if that makes sense.
A little bit of bacon. A little bacon. A little eggs. Nothing crazy, you know what it is. A little bit of bacon. It's crazy how much of a mess I have over here, though. I tell you what. That is crazy. It's not even a mess. It's just my headphones, which I throw on my desk just out of habit. When I actually... I got a headphone holder, which is pretty freaking lit. All right. What's up, though, Matthew? How you doing? I demand 24/7 content. Well, you've come to the wrong place, my friend. All right. I'm about to put this up. Oh, and I made a chai tea, which is going to be gas, but I wish I got orange juice. I should have bought orange juice. I thought I had some.
It's like mastery of my vocabulary, but not necessarily mastering the vocabulary.
Sitting in this chair, Harry,
Yeah.
what I'm hearing, and this is just what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm hearing a Harry
Yeah.
who has let the trolls come in and make you feel like you're not a master of linguistics.
Oh, well, no, you know.
But you have a command of language.
Yes, definitely.
And
Definitely.
you have an ear.
Yes.
You have like almost like goblin-sized ears, not
Essentially.
physically,
No, but yeah.
hearing-wise,
Yeah.
that you can
Thank you.
hear a word and go, oh, I know a couple of words. Like I bet
Yeah.
everyone's always, can I take a guess?
Take a guess.
The word that's most commonly thrown out?
Yeah, what is it?
Orange.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because
orange.
everyone says you can't rhyme orange.
Yeah. It's nonsense.
Borange. You know what I mean? It's like it's not even
Shit's
hard.
wild. Wait, what's
Yes.
wild?
Yes.
But,
Orange.
but it's like you hear that and you go, oh, contraire.
Yes. Absolutely. Well,
My hair
because
looks
you can rhyme
nice.
with
Thanks,
any
dude.
sound because there's these things called
My hair's
slant rhymes, which
so-
are words that sound like they rhyme, even though
I
they
guess
don't
it's not.
technically fit the definition of a perfect rhyme.
It's not like super tended to, or super ignored, but this chai is so gas, by the way. Yeah, it's not super ignored, but thank you. I just honestly, this isn't even a real bun, dude. And I played basketball in this. Actually, that's not true, but I haven't washed again since I played basketball. I just kind of put my hair up after I showered and such. Might have a legal battle with a different company. In legal battles right now? Golly. Heard that, brother. That's unfortunate. Alright. I'll fuck this up. And thank you so much, Jesus. Keep practicing.
So when I hear the word orange, all I have to do is focus on that main syllable sound. So I get rid of the GE at the end, that J part, just drop that off. And then you just kind of have this orn sound, or. So then you can rhyme with a lot of things. Like you could rhyme orange with for, believe it or not, or form, or born, or thorn, you know? So it'd be like, yo, when I spit, I'm sharper than a thorn. Out of this throne, I can never be torn. Every MC, I'ma hit them with the scorn. I'm peeling lyrics off of my brain just like an orange.
You know when you say a word so many times, it
Yeah.
like doesn't, it's not even a word anymore?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll never look at it the same.
The word orange?
Yeah, they'll hand me an orange. I'll just throw it right back at the vendor and I'll say, I don't know what this is anymore.
Yeah.
My brain has been melted. I know this rhymes with a bunch of things, and now Harry has melted my mind. Hey, goblins, it's playoff time.
Bro, it's probably so scary to like actually sit in this interview. You'll square up on any company. Wait, are you a Karen? She's actually strong as fuck. Like her heal's pretty good, but she does damage. Yeah.
Do you have certain words that you have freestyled so much
Yes.
that now you're like, it's not even a thing to me anymore. I don't even know what this is.
Oh yeah, and that's the challenge at this point is like getting new words. And I have so much data, you know, I didn't plan to, but as a result of making this content for so long, it's like I've done this massive study on what the most commonly said so-called random words are.
And
well, you get so